There's all types of poisons. The most common types of poisons are the ones that affect the body. They have poisons that have been around for ages, that have been used to not only control the body to the point where reproduction is an issue, but there's types of poisons that can instantly end a life. And then there are slow kill poisons that can slowly over time, the toxicity builds up and whoever's exposed to it, over time they die, usually in a lot of pain. Throughout history, throughout time, the users of said poisons have been women. Believe it or not, the greatest serial killer of all time is a woman. Which woman exactly? I mean, there's some debate. But the fact that it's not known that women are the biggest killers and users of poison, I believe that's an issue. There's this one story, and it's all about a woman who uses poison to kill. And she kills over 600 men with her poison. And she literally is on such a rampage that they have to stop her, because her lust for killing, it has literally consumed her. And the 600 or so people that she's killed, those are just the ones that they know about. Think about all the ones that they don't know. The ones that they're probably still finding the bones of to this very day. Think about all the ones that she experimented on. And the fact that she hid large quantities of this so-called poison in her makeup, I think that says it all. The reality is, poison is a very common tool. It's something that's used primarily by women. I'm not saying men don't use it, but primarily a woman puts herself in the position to use poison. How else do you think the common ideology of a woman belongs in the kitchen? Women are responsible for food. Women are somehow the best chefs and the best cooks, even though that's not true. How do you think these types of nonsensical rumors and these sayings get passed down? It's through the women. It's covering their tracks. The Bible, the book of remembrance, it tells you straight up. It says, hey, do not trust a woman. From the very beginning, it's saying don't trust her. It's only when you do that you open yourself up to being hurt. Most men, they can see family members. Like, usually it'll be the head of the family. It may be like a grandfather or their father. And there'll be a stoic leader. They'll have a plan. They'll have a vision. And they will enact their vision and plan with open eyes. And people will see things come to fruition from the leadership of an actual man. And then one day, this man will slowly fall ill. His hair will turn gray. And sometimes, seemingly overnight, he can be bedridden. Someone that you can view and know to be so strong can be taken down by something so small. It's almost as if, fiction is real. I think that people have been consumed with films, and books that depict women as these holier-than-thou creatures. And when you question a woman, one of the first things she'll do is call you a homosexual, or she'll attempt to say that you have been hurt by a woman and thus you distrust all women. When in essence, Only the wisest of men distrusts a woman. The reason why I'm saying this to you is not only because I believe this is something you need to hear. I believe this is something that every man needs to think on. The foods that you eat, even if you are preparing them yourself, more often than not, you don't know where it's come from. The origin matters of all things. It's one of the most important things. It's the reason why the Book of Remembrance is written in the way it does. It's written, the way the stories are told as they are. The reason why certain characters in a story, even in fictional stories, their parents are told, told who they are and what they, did, because it matters. The origin story of superheroes, it matters how they became who they are. Even in police work, law enforcement, the sources, they matter. Who's giving you information matters. Who's giving you your food, again, it very much matters. I want you to think about two things. One, the act of eating. The act of consuming something for a perceived nourishment. Now, what exactly are you doing? You're taking something foreign into your body. That's what you're doing. And two, second thing you're doing is showing a great deal of trust that this food is not corrupted, that it's not tainted, that it was prepared in a manner that is in keeping with the higher standards of cleanliness. Most people don't think about things in terms of reality and truth and what they really are. Most people just eat for pleasure. Oh, this tastes good. They have no idea that honey bun or that donut or maybe that steak has found its way across quite a few floors. Maybe somebody released their seed on it. Maybe somebody dipped it in hot sauce. Maybe somebody threw it into the middle of the street. Truth is, you don't fucking know. But the reality is, most people don't even care. They've openly admitted now that all deli meats and meats that you find in the store, where they supposedly keep them for, consumption, are sprayed with chemicals. They admit this now, that their look is given by coloring. Isn't that interesting? The majority of men don't even care. And the reason for that is because equally as dangerous as the poison that affects the body is the poison that affects the mind. The poison of telling lies. The poison of spreading rumors. The poison of mistrust. The poison of not knowing who to trust. This is a lineage poison, and one, in my opinion, that I believe we are all suffering from, and we all must work together to overcome. We all know about Jim Crow. We all know about separate but equal. We all know about slavery. We all know our origin story. But how the story ends, that is on us.